All right, sick. Right on. Breath, beautiful. I've done many videos on the breath. So taking a moment to breathe with me, breathe on your own, settle into the body. Awesome. Starting off with breath, let's think of breath in its most potent form. That would mean that the air we breathe would be its most potent as well when our breath is most potent. That will lead us into today's topic. We're talking about nature and the value of taking time out of your day to reconnect with Gaia, Mother Nature, planet Earth, whatever you want to call it. This is a healing energy. Everything that our life depends on comes from the Earth. Without a doubt. The fact of the matter is we are out of balance with Earth when we are not actively giving gratitude and giving back to the Earth. In one way or another, we are disconnected from the Earth because we try to mimic, we try to replicate the reality, experience, sense of nature on our screens. We have screensavers, wallpapers, photos of nature. When we go out into nature, we try to capture that moment, take a picture of it, and store it so that we don't feel separate from it. But as we all know, no amount of looking at nature on a screen truly mimics and gives you the experience of being out in nature. Being out in nature is refreshing to your energy field, to your organs, your glandular system, your muscular system that is all interconnected. Nature is ground zero. We come from the earth. Humus means soil. Human means expression of the soil. So we are expressions of the soil, actively living in a world where we tend to be disconnected from our source. That's where the idea of God comes in. Whether you are an atheist, whether you are a Christian, a Muslim, a Jew, whatever it may be, whether it's spiritual, whether it's Zoroastrian, whether it's Rastafarian, no matter what that religion or that doctrine or that way of being offers, it all has to do with coming back to the source. And for any person living on planet Earth, we can agree, or I shall offer, that Earth is our source. When you come back to the origin of something, oftentimes you must pass through the things that stand in the way of you doing so. I experience when I go out into nature a lot of impulses, implications, emotions that make me feel uncomfortable, that make me want to be a recluse, that make me want to go within. That's what being inside and being at home represents to me. And the irony of this is, as I go out into nature, I explore, expand, and return to my source. The things that prevent me from feeling that connection in general come up to be healed. I think a lot of us have an aversion, don't enjoy being in nature because of what comes up emotionally, whether we recognize that consciously or whether or not we push that down along with a host of other emotions we're too afraid to feel. When we have the courage to step out into nature, to return to the source of our origin and experience love, to experience excitement, to experience depression, anger, anxiety, the things we push down, try to desensitize ourselves to through drugs and alcohol, caffeine, we have an opportunity to remove ourselves from this pace of overstimulation, remove ourselves from the pace of denial, and as a result of that, we have the opportunity to move into something more powerful, a powerful connection to source, a powerful connection to nature. All of the foods we eat originate and come from the earth. As a result of everything coming from the earth, we must give back to the earth. Instagram Live ended. When we give back to the earth, we have the opportunity to play an important part in the cycle of life, rather than being a parasitic function of life, meaning we don't take from life, we give back to it actively. That cycle of give and flow, ebb and take, is what allows creation to continue to expand, allows us to really embrace the love that's present here for us, the love that creates our food, the love that creates the air, the love in our hearts, that impulse to breathe. All of those things are love oriented, love originated. Our function, our ability to handle that is where things other than love may come in. And when we give gratitude, gratitude for the earth for our food, gratitude for the plants, the animals, the air, the sun, the soil, all of the elements that make up this incredible experience, as so many ancient cultures, secret societies, and different ways of being understood, we start to connect to the energies that everything represents. A lovely read on the significance of all things Gaiac, all things Mother Nature oriented, is The Secret Teachings of All Ages by Manly P. Hall. In that book, he details the significance of all animal kingdoms. He traces these back through all ancient ways, all ancient teachings, and gives you a rendition and offering what each of these ways of being understood these insects, these animals, reptiles to represent, the elements to represent, the foods to represent. When you start to see everything as a manifestation and an expression of love rather than something that's inanimate, you start to play an integral role in the process of life, something that's beautiful, powerful, omnipotent. So today I offer, get into nature. Go experience yourself out in an expansive realm. Get your feet on the earth. Earth, it's called earthing. Feel that electromagnetic energy rush through your being and feel positive in a way that doesn't require you to ignore your feelings, but just requires and asks you to be as you are. In that state, in that place, I offer you love, unconditional. And part of that love is conditional love as well. Therefore, I bow to you in gratitude. Namaste.